Today I'm going to demonstrate how to make jellyfish paperweight. This is a photograph of a jellyfish from a magazine, and I photocopied it. And this is actually the digestive system. So I've drawn out a section out on a piece of paper, which I then photocopied because it's a repeating pattern. And then I drew it on this transparent drafting vellum with a graphite pencil and turned it over and burnished it down onto a piece of plaster, and then I cut V-shaped grooves into the plaster and used that as a pattern to cast these brass molds. So these are for preheating, for picking up the color pattern, for placing inside the paperweight. So now I'll show the process for making them. Now I'm going to spread white glass powder onto this mold and make sure that the powder fills the grooves. And then I'm going to wipe off the excess. And now this gets preheated in the annealer. So here comes the first gather. And now it's time for the second gather. Now this is the right size to put the color on, which is this little square of blue stained glass. So I'm going to dip this in baking soda to put some fizz as part of the veil that comes down the inside of the jellyfish. And I have to get the preheated disc out of the annealer with the pattern in. There. Now I'm going to throw the colored piece in the furnace and put 1 drop of water in the middle of it to break it, because sometimes there'll be a trapped air bubble underneath. There, I've picked up the color, and now I'm going to pick up the pattern. And I get a chance to do a little bit of shaping on it here. But I can't press on that or I might distort the design. Okay, now the fun part. Charred wood is one of the few things that you can actually touch the hot glass to where it won't stick or scratch. is the first necking tool. Brings it down to that size. And this second tool brings it down to nothing. There, a little tiny piece on there I wanted to get off. There, so that'll slump down and sit perfectly flat, and then I'll throw it in the annealer. There, and there's the finished paperweight. And you can see the pickup of the powders for the jellyfish design, and you can see the trailing fizz and color making up the underside of the jellyfish.